Hey everyone, Dr. Charlie Johnson, physical therapist. I'm here to share with you a couple stories I've recently heard in the clinic. I've had multiple people come up to me just the other day, actually 2 in a row, that said, hey Charlie, I have plantar fasciitis or I have heel pain. My friends or my family members or Google says I have plantar fasciitis and I'll need surgery to remove a bone spur. And I said, whoa, hold on. Let me explain what's going on. So there are 3 big causes of heel pain, so I want to kind of break them down just briefly one by one for you, okay? So the first most common cause of heel pain is just what I said, plantar fasciitis. I'll just put PF for short. Okay, now plantar fasciitis is, yes, pain caused in the heel by irritation of the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot, okay? So if we were to look at the bottom of the foot, yes, this is a foot, so this would be like your right foot as if it was stepping on the ground. You were looking from the glass, looking upwards. Here's your big toe, here's your little toe. Here is the heel bone. The plantar fascia actually connects at the furthest point of your heel, at the very inside of the heel. So you're near your inner ankle bone, but on the bottom of the foot. And it actually spans up towards the toes, okay? And it's obviously stretched when you move the toes or when you're kind of coming over your foot, okay? So with that being said, where you should feel pain if you have plantar fasciitis is at that different point. So your right foot, I think I can do this, is actually on the bottom of the foot, and it's on the inner side of the farthest part of the heel bone. Okay, so that is the location of pain for plantar fasciitis, and it may extend upwards in the area of the plantar fascia. Often there's pain upon getting out of bed in the morning, just the first couple steps. It's a common complaint, but the pain should be in this area and it should radiate a little bit, okay? And what we see actually though, what's interesting is people bring up heel spurs as being a problem all the time. What we've actually seen in some of the latest research and just looking at a lot of people with plantar fasciitis is that heel spurs actually have very little correlation to pain, meaning there are just as many people who have plantar or who have heel spurs and have no pain at all as those who do. So a heel spur doesn't always have to cause you pain. And what we see, this is kind of a leg from the side, if here's the floor, the plantar fascia obviously goes from the heel up towards the toes, so sort of in a parallel direction to the ground, right? What we see is that the heel spurs don't kind of jag into the ground, so they're not kind of going downwards. They actually, because of the tension on the fascia as we walk and we move, the heel spurs pull on the bone a little bit, and you get what we call a traction spur, meaning it causes a pull on the bone, and the spur is actually pulled kind of into the plantar fascia, which is parallel to the ground. So it kind of makes sense that it wouldn't bother you perhaps as much as a spur that's going down into the ground. So again, just because you have a spur doesn't mean that you have to have pain. The biggest factors, again, pain when you get up in the morning right after the first couple steps maybe gets easier, but you feel it right away when you put your feet on the ground. Also, we see that you don't have great motion in the toe. We need our toe to be able to arch up towards us as we walk over and kind of progress as we walk. We also need a good rocker, so meaning we need our ankle to be able to hinge as we move throughout our day, as we're going upstairs and just walking on flat ground. And the other thing that's linked with plantar fasciitis is being overweight. Okay, so that's the first cause of heel pain. The second cause of heel pain is what we call fat pad atrophy. Okay, so again, here's the heel bone. Fat pad atrophy causes central heel pain. Okay, it's not heel pain up here, it's pain smack dab in the center of your heel. There's a cushion, a nice fat pad under the bottom of your heel that over time, just through kind of being on it, can absorb less and less shock, and you can have pain that you begin to feel on the heel when you walk, okay? And oftentimes, this can be on both sides at the same time, all right? So if you have both-sided heel pain or one-sided heel pain, and it's in the smack dab center of your heel and not up here, then likely not plantar fasciitis, more fat pad atrophy perhaps, okay? And the final cause that almost everybody misses or mistakes as plantar fasciitis is, I'll just put a general term, due to a nerve, okay? So if we look very closely, if we were to peel away your skin and look at the bottom of your foot, what we would see is that there's a nerve that goes kind of down the inner side, right behind the inner part of your ankle bone. And if you were to dissect it, you would see that there's numerous little branches that actually kind of travel and overlay themselves right over the heel, okay? And they kind of tie up into this area of the plantar fascia and obviously right on the heel. And there are some specific tests that we can do to determine if a nerve is causing your problems versus the fat pad versus plantar fasciitis. I may cover that in later videos, but these are the three most common causes of heel pain. And a lot of times we see that things that people once thought were plantar fasciitis or fat pad atrophy are actually due to a nerve being irritated around the heel. What's interesting, final thought, is that people with plantar fasciitis often have had previous back problems which have caused injury or problems or irritation of the nerve in the past. So if you have any questions or this is you, email me directly, charliejohnsondpt@gmail.com. I'll leave it below in the comments. So thanks so much.